Hey there, this is James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com. And today I want to share a mobility training method that really too few riders know about, and that is banded traction. And banded traction is where we're taking these big giant rubber band, strength band things and using them to help us improve the range of motion, increase the joint space, and also help improve the stability and strength of the joints all in one package. So what I'm going to do is go over a couple of my favorite banded traction exercises that target some of the common problem areas that mountain bikers face, and then I'll talk a little bit more about how you can start incorporating this into your routine. So one of my favorite ones to use, a big problem for a lot of mountain bikers is the low back. Gets stiff and tight, so having something that helps stretch it out and decompress it is really good. So taking one of these bigger strength bands, this is about an 1.75 inch one, you get it set up around your upper back like so, and then just kind of gently sit back and down. The band will hold you up, and you can see how this is just it's pulling and decompressing the spine. And so this is a really good one for if you're sitting a lot, after long rides, stuff like that. You can do some lat stretches, so kind of get your foot angle and kind of reaching over, creating a little bit of an arc and stretching out the side. Do that on both sides. Getting in this position here and just shifting the hips around. So that's one of the things, is you can move around with this, and it actually works better if you're moving around some instead of just sitting in one position. Although when you find a position that's really comfortable, sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself to get out of there. But anyways, so you can use it both ways, but that's a good one for the low back there. Another real common problem for us is the shoulders, wrists, elbows, things like that. So taking a band like this one's about 1 inch thick or wide, and getting it set up at about chest level, and then getting it around the wrist, and then just stepping back. Again, you can see how this is going to increase the joint space. It's pulling the joints apart. So again, I can do some movement with it. I can get down in a lat stretch position, and again, getting a little movement, finding a good spot, just kind of hanging out there, let it loosen up, and then moving around some more. You can also come around and turn this into a chest stretch and getting into the bicep. And again, the whole time we're pulling the joint space apart, we're decompressing the joint space, as well as helping to lengthen the muscle and relax the muscle there. So, and bands are good too, because as the muscle relaxes, the band will naturally take up the slack. So you don't have to worry as much about keeping moving to take up the slack as you're relaxing. So bands are great for that. Another one that I like to do, if you have any issues with your ankles or feet, then taking a little band. This one's about a 1/4 or 1/2 inch thick or wide, and so we're gonna loop it around, get it around the foot here, and then again, same thing. So again, we're stretching out, decompressing the joint, the ankle joint here, and doing some foot circles, and just back and forth. And so this movement here is really good. And again, just stretching it out, getting that joint space increased. And that's such an important thing. As your muscles get tight, it starts to compress the joint space. And so it makes it harder for things to move. You don't have as much room before things start banging into each other. So this is one of the things that banded traction is really good with, is helping to increase that joint space as well. So there's 3 good ones that you can use that target some common problem areas for riders. And there's a lot of other ones that you can incorporate in. But anyways, if you want to incorporate this into your routine, then you either need to go to a gym or somewhere that has these bands and you start using them, or they're not a big investment. You can find them on websites like performbetter.com. And I recommend getting the 1/2 inch, the 1 inch, and the 1 3/4 inch. And so that will allow you, it's pretty much what I have here, and that will allow you to hit all of the small joints, the medium-sized joints, and the big joints have something to get all of those. So that's it. That's your banded traction, your lesson on banded traction. Like I said, something that I've used myself on and off with a lot of success, something I've used with the riders that I work with at my facility. But again, you do have to have access to these bands in order to do it. So, but if you're willing to get access to them or invest a little bit in them, then I can't recommend adding this into your routine enough. You'll really, really appreciate the benefits that you'll get from it. So once again, this has been James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems. You can check me out on the web at bikejames.com, where you can find a lot more great free information, a lot of free programs you can sign up for there to kind of check out what I do. And hope you enjoyed this training tip, and I'll talk to you next time.